Hello and welcome. My name is Liz. Nice to meet you all and welcome. Okay, let's go ahead and just get into it. So today I'm going to be talking about solo female travel. So first things first, what is solo female travel? Alright, so basically solo female travel is for females and ones who want to travel just by themselves, all by themselves. So basically, like, if you really love travel, sometimes you love travel more than everyone else does. That's how I am. All the people around you. And so basically, us boss babes, we are just going after it, and we are going and traveling to countries by ourselves. So that's basically solo female travel in a nutshell. Yeah, so the really cool thing about solo female travel is because of the online community, you can reach out to people who have traveled to the countries you want to travel to on these types of communities, meeting other people like me who have done it, and just really seeing that it's possible. So a very common thing that people ask about solo female travel is one, what is it? And then after that, people have so many questions, you know? So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in to the 5 most commonly asked questions with solo female travel. So one of them is solo female travel safe? Yes. To put it simply, yes. And here's the thing. You have to be smart, okay? So you have to be like street smart. So that means you've got to do your research, okay? You need to be smart. Just because you're going to a country alone, it doesn't mean that it's not necessarily safe for you to go, because I've actually found with some of the countries I've been, it's a lot safer than, the US, for example. And that's just been my experience, and I know it depends completely upon where it is you're going. However, you'll find generally people are pretty good in their souls, people are good in their hearts, and also people are not. So just like with wherever you are in the world, be smart. Make sure you are aware of your surroundings, aware of your belongings, and do some research about the country you're going to in regards to safety, travel tips, things like that. A very common thing that people worry about with traveling, whether you're female or a male or whatever, but especially with traveling, is will I get lost? And the answer is you will. But if you want to ensure that you are okay with all of this, I recommend that you research, and also on the handy dandy Google Maps, you can go ahead and download your Google Maps offline. Wow! So you can go ahead and like bookmark in your Google Maps and kind of just look at everything, and then that helps you not become as lost. Wow! All right. So the more you know. Okay, another common thing people ask when it comes to solo female travel is it possible? The answer is, of course, yes. So I know it might be a scary thing, and if you're watching this, it means you're interested in it. So the thing is, like, if it's something that you're really wanting to do as a female, you're wanting to go out there and solo female travel, just do it. Because the first time that you go is always going to be the scariest. Your very first solo trip is going to be the scariest, because it's that first time that you're really going out there and, you know, doing it. And really, once you finally do it, then you're gonna get past all of that like fear in your head, and you're gonna want to keep going. So I just recommend for you to go and do it. Just do it. I mean, wow. Because the first time you do it, it's just such an experience, and it's so empowering, and you're gonna learn so much that can't even be described in a short amount of time for this video. Another really common thing that people ask about solo female travel is, how do I do it? And here's the thing, no one has all of the answers for you, and a really big part about being a solo female traveler and just going out there and doing it is about learning along the way, believing in yourself, and letting go of that fear, if I'm being really, really honest with you. So you're not gonna know all of the hows and how do I do this and how do I do that. You're not gonna know every single thing that there is to know about solo female travel, because a lot of it comes from experience, right? If you've never traveled before, it can seem extremely, extremely scary, but I will say this, like, if I'm talking about what my experience is with it, so I hadn't really traveled at all before until I studied abroad, and obviously I went and studied abroad by myself, so that was a whole journey of me learning how to travel on my own and everything, and I studied and lived abroad in Morocco. That was my very first trip by myself, and then I was like, yeah, I want to do this solo traveling stuff, I want to do stuff on my own, see other countries, and that was that for me. So even if you don't have a lot of experience with traveling, doesn't mean that you can't become a solo female traveler. You don't need to know everything before you go about traveling, in a sense, because you're going to learn along the way. You're going to meet other solo travelers who have done it. You're going to learn from people like me, and all of that. Like, you're going to figure out the stuff as you go. Okay, so it is possible for you to do it, and there's obviously a lot for you to learn, but you can't get stuck on, oh, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, because you're gonna learn, sis. You're gonna learn. Okay, and another thing that people ask is, how do I afford it? So just some things for you to know, like, sure, you're gonna have to pay for your flights and your accommodation and all of that types of things, but depending on what kind of traveler it is that you are, the way that I have afforded it is I have worked abroad in other countries as an English teacher, and so then I got to travel to other countries on my own and then also explore the country I lived in more by myself. So I was an English teacher in Thailand for 1.5 years, and I got to do lots of solo trips all around Thailand and around Asia. Some of my plans were disrupted due to 2020, but yeah, basically that was, yeah, I started solo traveling that way, and you can do the same. So cool thing about learning how to budget and travel is you can actually work different kinds of jobs to where you are financially secure, and it'll help you with visas, etc., with living abroad and traveling. So basically, like, there are different options. You could possibly teach abroad, and so then that will help you earn income and also have a base in a country abroad, and you're able to see other countries around that country and also the country that your home base is in where you teach English. There is remote work, and remote work can be anything from being like virtual assistants, online marketing. It's endless, really. Also, you could be an au pair, so that's like a nanny. Different countries have this as an option. Yeah, and there's also like work, if you've heard of Workaway or anything like that. You can work for just different odd jobs where maybe you get free accommodation and you help out the family, like on their farm or something, or you're living and working at a hotel, so then you get free accommodation. Workaway is lots and lots of different things that you could do, but that is an option on ways that you can earn money while traveling, and yeah. So those are some cool things just to know. And so other things that people ask about how it is that they're gonna solo female travel themselves is, what is it that I need to prepare? So I've got great news for you. When you are going to prepare to go abroad, move abroad, travel abroad, I have my special checklist just for you where you can download them and you can learn all about it. So obviously there's different things you need to prepare for if you are just traveling abroad or if you are moving abroad, since if you're moving abroad, that can be anywhere from short term to long term to whatever. There's more that you need to prepare if you're going somewhere to live abroad. But if it's just like a travel checklist on it's your first time traveling, you don't know what you need to prepare for, I've got you covered. And the link is below, it's in the description, and go ahead and check that out and you can download that for free. Amazing. So that's pretty much all that I have for you today, and I thank you for being with me and learning and everything. So peace, love, and light, and thank you, and happy travels to you all.